In America, we love a success story like yours.
Like mine?
A self-starter, someone who's put in the work and had it pay off.
The fuck are you on about?
I'd like to know more about your Aussie real estate investment.
Real estate in Australia? Do I look like fucking Gina Reinhardt to you?
What did you just call me?
Nothing. Look, I live an off-the-grid lifestyle of sorts.
Off-grid?
Yeah, don't tell the grid what I'm up to out here. The grid and me aren't too shit hot right now.
I hear you, brother, I think. What's your off-grid electricity setup look like?
It's Kev.
What's a KEV?
I mean, it's not what, but who and where.
I don't understand.
Kev lives in the property over there.
Oh, does he maintain a solar battery or a wind farm?
Kev? No, fuck no. His power line runs right over where I've got my tiny home set up in the bushes over here.
Right.
And I know a Sparky.
I'm not sure I follow. Could you explain your tiny home and renewable energy setup again?
Yeah, look, I live illegally in a caravan in the bushes, and I steal electricity from my neighbour.
That's not a tiny home, or off-grid.
Fucking is too. You better not tell the grid about it.
Why don't you just buy a home?
Because they're like $500,000.
How much is that in America?
Like, imagine you had to go to hospital.
That's absurd. How could anybody afford that?
Exactly. I'm what we call in Australia a battler, and I'm battling the grid and people like Kev. So please, don't tell him.
Your secret's safe with me. This does make me wonder, though. How does the Australian economy even function like this?
Well, people that work in Australia mostly make their living from bottles and cans.
Bottles and cans?
Yeah, you know, like how in some places they pay you money for recycling bottles and cans?
Oh, yeah, I think we have that in a few states in the east and west coast.
Yeah, well, the average Aussie like Kev drinks a lot of things from bottles and cans. You know, whether it's water or juice, booze, cleaning products, whatever it is, doesn't really matter. The household bottle and can deposit is a lot like our savings account.
But who's paying you money for bottles and cans when you recycle them?
The government.
Then how does the government make money to pay you back?
From bottles and cans.
That doesn't make any sense.
Nah, it's like 5 to 10 cents usually per bottle or can.
No, I mean if the government is making their money from recycling bottles and cans, and you're making your money from recycling bottles and cans,
Yeah?
that wouldn't add up. Money has to come from somewhere else.
Oh, yeah, well, the other thing we do a lot is we gamble with each other.
Right, but how does that make the government money to pay for bottle and can recycling?
Through the tax system, our tax system is based on gambling.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, so once a year the government will ring you up and they'll ask you, how many bottles and cans do you reckon you recycled, right?
Right.
And you tell them how much you reckon you made and they'll go ahead and count how many bottles and cans they've got on their record.
Oh my god.
And then if you get it wrong, you get a tax bill.
I see, and then what if you get it right?
You get a voucher for a six-pack.
Oh my god, and the six-pack.
The six-pack contains bottles and cans. It's just bottles and cans all the way down.
Incredible, I get it.
There's even a town called Cairns that people go to if they've made enough from recycling bottles and cans, but whoever named Cairns spelled it wrong from too many cans.
So, Kev must have recycled quite a lot of bottles and cans to own his property, right?
No, Kev's someone that's living the Australian dream. Not many people get to do that.
So he did start a business. Was it a can recycling business?
No, but he used to work at one and my mate Jason showed him this cool trick.
What trick was that?
He showed him how to hurt his back lifting bottles and cans.
I don't get it.
Kev is on workers' compensation. He's won the lotto. He's living the dream. But let me put it to you like this, right? Kev's stealing from the government because of his workers' compensation payout. And then he's paying for his electricity with stolen money. And then I'm stealing the electricity from Kev. So I'm kind of like the modern day Robin Hood, you know, like stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
What are you giving to the poor?
I'm offering them a service to stimulate the economy.
And what's that?
I've got a little crop out the back that Kev doesn't know about.
So people save up their bottles and cans to buy illegal plants off you.
Yeah, but don't tell anyone because I'm not paying bottles and cans tax on it.
So when the government asks you how many bottles and cans you recycled, what do you say?
Just a few.
And what if they come and audit you and see all the bottles and cans?
Then I'll put them in Kev's rubbish.
This is simultaneously nauseating yet somehow beautiful.
It's the Aussie economy, mate. Everyone's just some bloke in a shed lying about how they made their money, right? But some of the sheds, they're skyscrapers. And most of the blokes, they won't be honest with you like me.
Like how you're honest about how you steal electricity from someone with a workplace injury and grow illegal crops.
Yeah, and steal electric scooters.
I don't use this phrase lightly, but you are what we would call in America a hero.
Thank you very much. I thought so as well.